Welcome, everyone, to another AFR broadcast. I am Kunai0 as usual, and with me is Hobbsy.
How's everyone doing? You excited for China, Kunai?
I am. I would like to apologise to everyone as for my absence last week. Unfortunately, I absolutely hurt myself, and so Hobbsy had to take over the main role, but he did a good job. So everything's back to normal now. So we'll move on, and yes, hopefully we'll have a great race here at China. I'm just having a look at the standings at the moment. So Revo took yet another win at Vietnam. He's currently at 77 points. Mikau with a third straight second place victory, or second place there, not victory, 54 points. And it looks like Potty came in third, currently with 40 points. Looking down, actually, it's pretty close down at the bottom end. Flyboy combined, both on 8 points. Combined and Fever both on 8 points. Flyboy on 10, Pacey on 10. It looks like Polar Pepsi Ali have 4, or Apollo has 6. Ali 4, Charlie 4, Gus 1, and T-Mac there with 1 as well.
Yeah, Jacob just picking up there in your second place victory words there.
Yeah, second place victory. Yeah, man, it's going good. Going good. Awesome. Okay, so we shouldn't be too far off. I think we're just waiting for some of the drivers to get ready, and then we'll be able to kick this. Let me make sure I have all of these. Now, I am using a new stream setup, so if you guys notice that some of the volumes are off, just let me know, because I can adjust them now on the fly. I have a hardware mixer. Ooh, fancy. So, yes, we can get that working now, which is... But hopefully there should be a little bit more balance in the voices and the volumes, so you guys won't get bleeding ears when I get too excited.
Well, just don't get as excited then. It's not that hard.
Yeah, right. No worries, mate.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds so good. Sounds good so far. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Don't jinx yourself, Jacob. Give it 10 minutes into qualifying
now, the only thing
do not go, wow!
The only thing we have to test... Actually, let's test that right now, chat. Here we go. I'm going to push this button. All right?
Oh, no.
I'm going to push this button, and then I'm going to push this button. Oh. Maybe not. Let's have a look. Just want to see if the replay actually worked. Huh, maybe not. Okay. That's interesting. I totally had that fixed. But if I could get that out of the way now, it'll be good.
It appears we're just waiting on Flyboy and Matt Dabber at the moment. And someone else?
Yep, alright.
I know, someone just left. Well,
shouldn't be too far off.
Oh, I better get the weather off someone when they get in. I'll just yell at someone.
That's all good. Alright, so what are you thinking for this race? What are your predictions?
Top 2, well, it'll be Revo and Mikko, I'd say. From there on, it could be anyone. I was driving here with Red Panda earlier. He's got a pretty good pace around here. He'll probably, well, I hope he gets top 5. I know he's looking to do that, but he's got Matt Dabry in the way of him, and I'm not sure what everyone's pace is like around here. I'm expecting, I think T-Mac might get a few points. We might see a couple of underdogs. We could see Band up in the top 10, I would say. Charlie's quite quick, so we'll probably see him in the top 5 for qualifying, maybe top 5 for the race. We don't really know. Other than that, I'm not too sure. Big Al could be up there as well. Jacob's telling me that Wahid got 2nd last season, Flyboy got 3rd, Band had a strong points finish too.
Yep, sweet. All right, well,
okay.
We'll have to monitor as the race gets kicked off.
One thing we'll have to look out for is Revo in qualifying, because from talking to a couple of the drivers, they're all saying they're going to have to qualify on softs because you just can't get the pace, the time, a good qualifying time to be able to get a good finishing position, supposedly. So I'm guessing, from what I've heard, everyone's going to be starting on the softs, but I've heard Revo's got the pace to do it on mediums. So I'm going to watch out whether he'll do it on the mediums or not, because the strategy is... Oh, that's unfortunate, Jay. It could be the microphone. Oh, well. If Revo does start on mediums, he'll go medium hard, but for bottom 9, because there's only 19 drivers, we'll probably see them go hard medium from what I've seen.
Alright. Alright, well, we're about to find out as qualifying's about to kick off. We'll just get everything over now. Let's have a look. Yeah. Switch over to that main screen. So, get everything set up. Wish this would save my preferences.
Oh, I know. Even just between the sessions, it would be nice. It saves track map, but doesn't save telemetry or lap data or detail or fastest lap or what.
That's alright. We will deal. Alright, so 18 minutes on the qualifying clock here at Shanghai. These guys will have that amount of time to set their fastest lap and try and get as optimal a track position as they can for the race. Looks like Bandcamp is quick in the chat to say that all dry for the race, so shouldn't have any surprises. Shanghai is a very fast track, so hopefully we'll see some really, really good battles throughout the race.
I don't really see one person on the mediums.
Nothing interesting with the tyre strategy. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? All right, so I can already see some cars coming out. Now, before we go, let me just see. I'm going to do this one more time. Does it work? Yes! Okay. Got the replay out of the way. So hopefully we will have proper replay throughout the race. Jesus Christ, I just want it to work once and forever. Alright, so Apollo, looks like Apollo is already out on track. Apollo usually one of the first to always jump out. Looks like he's got all his strategies set up quickly, and now he's on the medium tyre actually. So it looks like...
Yeah, I think I need to retract what I said before about Revo possibly starting on the mediums. He's just coming straight on the softs. Knowing Revo, he'll try to push the hards. I know you can go, I believe it's at least 20 laps on them. At least that's what the game likes to suggest, but we'll see if there's a safety car or not, and see if that affects people's strategies, because it could turn them into a two-stop strategy if a safety car comes out in the first, say, 3-4 laps or so.
Mm-hmm. Well, all dry race. It is tier 1. These guys tend to keep it fairly clean. But Shanghai does, of course, have that very interesting turn 2, turn 3. Where it essentially folds in on itself, so that could cause some problems. We will find out soon enough. Alright, so 15 minutes left on that clock. We can see Apollo is coming around the final set of corners now, so we'll stay on board with the Racing Point and see what he can throw out. There's a lap time on these medium tyres. Around that final corner, hits the DRS zone, and across the line to start that flying lap. So Shanghai Circuit, one of the more interesting layouts on the calendar. So we have this turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 complex, where it essentially forms a snail shell type shape. Ooh. Up there on that front left. And we come out of turn 3, turn 4, and on the way down, slight kink, and a hairpin turn here at turn 6. Nice on the brakes on the inside. Use the apex. And a nice snake way formation through turns 7 and 8. And we get into sharp left-handers here for turn 9 and 10. Great use of the track. You can, I'm pretty sure track limits extend out to that AstroTurf, so you can carry a lot more speed through there. We hit turn 11 and 12, then we've got another horseshoe style turn. Then we hit the back straight of Shanghai. This is where cars will max out around 330 kilometers an hour. Hit that DRS. limit. Absolute pounding the engine. Down through the gears. Turn 14, another hairpin. The apex well. Then we've got turn 16 and onto the start-finish line. Looking good. Hits the DRS and he comes across with a 132.6. So that'll be the first time posted on the board today.
And of course, Rabbit comes across with a 130.9.
That's right. So Revo with a 130.9 on the soft tyre. Looks like Gus Rules comes across there with a 133.785. Just jump on board with Apollo's teammate there as he's on an outlap. And we'll keep an eye on that timing tower as everyone comes through. So T-Mac now with a 132.186. And Mick with the fastest lap now with a 129.4. Both T-Mac and Apollo on the medium tyre.
From what I've been hearing, we're expecting to see 129s from hopefully the top 10 places. So it should be close finishing the top 10, but I have to wait and see because track conditions could change. It could heat up too much, or track evolution may not work in their favour as Flyboy nearly bins it around the last corner.
We'll definitely have to see what the track decides to do. Usually, tyre wear around Shanghai seems to be, I believe it's pretty high just because of the speed of the circuit. So they'll have to sort of take into account how long they want their first stint to last. As we have a bunch more times come up on that board. Wahid with a 130.5. Geordie, his teammate, right underneath with a 130.6. What's that? Charlie with a 129.8. Red Panda with a 130.3. Flyboy manages to slot there in 6th place with a 130.7. Potsy comes across 131.4. Ali with a 131.44. Bandcamp 131.6. And nope, the rest of those had already set there. So we're just waiting on Pacey, Combined, Matt Davry, Shrimp, Mattoid, and Big Al to set their times combined. Coming around that final corner now. His teammate currently sitting 12th. Oh, but Combined decides to pull back. They're not happy with that one. A 135.2 from him, but that's definitely not the lap he wanted. He wants to set a lap on mediums. I figured that was the case when he pulled over and slowed down. So Pacey now on his outlap makes his way through the second sector. His teammate Bandcamp there in 10th right now. These times are fairly close.
Yeah.
29s at the top there, 130s down to 131s, and of course combines was a Ben lap, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, as you did say, the tyre wear around here there's no other word for it, absolutely ridiculous. I know that softs at most will last 8 laps around here, so we'll be expecting most drivers to pit around lap 6, maybe 7 if the tyres are still up to it. So just have to wait and see. There'll be a lot of double stacking, I would say, if they're going to do that, but just have to wait and see.
So on board with Pacey. So Matsoy just set a time there before with a 130.376. He slots in at in 5th place there, not bad from the AlphaTauri driver. We'll see what Pacey can set here. Through the gears, nice smooth turn in. Insane the amount of speed these cars can carry through some of the sections in this track. A lot more downforce this year.
Oh, invalidated, yeah.
That's a bit too far, so Pacey will have to recoup that one. Slow down and go for another one. See.
Who's coming round on a lap? Is that, no, wrong, is that Gus Rules coming round? Yeah, got Gus Rules coming round.
class already with a 1:33.7. He'll be looking to improve on that time.
Oh, he didn't get turned 2 quite right there. He went, I think, a little bit too quick round there, so he's gone wide. Now down to turn 4, I believe it is, or 5, whichever one this is. There's so many corners here, I don't know which is which.
So he's currently going around turn 6. That's first of the hairpins. You go into the snake, which is turns 7 and 8, and then into the double left, which is turns 9 and 10.
And he's
but Gus goes off the track. Luckily to catch the car in the slide. Oh, sorry for the DHL sign. That's gone. He'll pull over to the side, taking the Romain Grosjean route.
Yeah, you want to jump onto it? Oh, I'll get my words out. On board with Matt Dabry, who's just starting a lap now.
No worries.
Get my words.
Matt Dabry, oof, absolutely blitzing down that main straight. Coming around turn 1 and turn 2 now. We'll see what he can set. So 3 drivers left in this session to set a time. Pacey, Matt Dabry, and Shrimp. 7 minutes 48 on that clock. See how leaderboard switches over time. Mikau still on top with that provisional pole time of 129.414. Big Al with a crazy time. Didn't even notice that. 129.78. Charlie still there with that 129.872. So Revo currently in the pits. I'm sure he'll be keen to come out and set a blaster of a lap. Matt Dabry now. Up that front left. The second horseshoe. Oh, that is a great exit speed there from Matt Dabry. That's going to be quite helpful as he hits this DRS line. Let's see, where's his engine going to top out? It's usually around the 333 mark. Oh, just. Oh, and it doesn't look like he can slow down in time. That's going to cost him. As Mikau sets yet another faster slap with a 129.24. Matt Dabry still validated though. He'll cross the line. Oh, up into third. What a drive, a 129.84. That's a pretty bloody quick lap from the Alfa Romeo.
Who's just started a lap? I'm trying to find someone.
I'll jump on board with Potsy as he goes through his out lap.
Ooh, Charlie goes faster than Big L, 129.6. Good lap from him. We're just waiting on the man himself, Revo, who is in the pits. He might just be waiting for the track evolution, and he might do what I said and come out on the mediums, but he could just be sitting there trying to fool me.
Jacob Meister pointing out in the chat that Ferraris are actually fast. Yep, and the wonderful world of video games.
Yeah, I literally tweeted out last night after qualifying, I know it's official, I no longer support Ferrari.
I feel bad for that team. I feel bad for that team. You know what's even worse? We head to Monza next week.
I know, that's game over for them.
And the fact that they'll be at Monza with a car that just cannot deliver, I do feel for that team. DJ Bowser, hello from London. Hello to you too, sir, from Sydney, Australia. Thank you for tuning in. Means a lot. All right, so 5 minutes left on this session. Currently on board with Potsy, who is there to set another faster lap. It looks like he set a time on the mediums there with a 131.2. Decides that wants to try a little bit faster there with the soft tyre. We'll see how much he can improve. As it stands, Mikau is still on top of the timing board, but we still have 4 minutes and 38 seconds to go. So I'm sure everyone's going to come out of that pit box soon, attempt to break that time. Down through the gear. And you know what? I have to point this out. So of all of the car designs, in terms of the internal cockpit, the Williams is the best.
Yeah.
Like, I just appreciate that the HUD is not part of the steering wheel.
Yeah.
There we go, 333. Down. Really hard on the brakes. Nice turn on the apex. How much more will Potsy improve on his time through here?
Looking pretty quick. I was
jumps
right.
up to 5th place with a
129.
129.953. That is a great time there for the Williams. They'll start 5th on the grid if nobody shifts around, but considering we've still got time on the board, I'm sure we'll be playing the world's fastest game of musical chairs. Just a minute. Have a look. So a ton of people still in the pit box, but we'll just jump on board with Ali from the Haas team, currently on an outlap, sitting in 16th position. His teammate and also brother currently sitting 2nd on the timing tower with a 129.4. I'm sure Ali will want to join him up there. Now for a Mayer to get past. Oh, speaking of changes, what's everyone's opinion of the Bahrain outer layout circuit?
Are they going to use the brakes on that circuit?
I hope not. That is by far and away going to be either the most interesting race ever or the most boring.
Or the most boring, yeah.
But it's like the one. I don't think that's ever going to happen again. But it's supposed to be a 55-second lap.
Yeah, I read that. I was like, wow.
Oh no, I feel so bad for Ferrari. I have no idea how
they're doing what 55s and just be like, Ferrari, 1 minute. I'm just like, what?
Oh well, they've still got some time before we hit that circuit, but I'm actually really keen to see what that's like.
Yep, speaking of Ferrari, Ali in the Ferrari engine Haas is missed the apex on turn 2. Not to worry though, he can pull it back. I know he's got dem skills.
An interesting gear work there.
Yeah.
Shifted down a little bit too much in my opinion, but then again, I'm not a racer, so we'll see what happens. Down to first there on the hairpin. Currently looks pretty good. We'll have to keep an eye on that sector timing. See how much he's up and down by. The King is here. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Here we go. So he'll cross that sector 2 line now, and he's currently 3/10 up on his time. That is a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot. So we'll see how well this can come together in this last sector down the max straight.
And as we can see, everyone except Big Potts is on track now. That's a lot of cars. There's going to be a train for me, I'm going to say. I think Ali's gotten out just at the right time. He's got only T-Mac in front of him.
Here we go. Currently 16th on the board. Where can Ali place himself? Past the finish line. And he jumps up a couple of positions out of 14th with a 130.942. Now we'll switch over to the driver that everyone's expecting. So Revo currently, it looks like he's doing a slow... Oh, maybe not. I think that's him.
I think he's done. He's interesting.
Done.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough. So it looks like...
Oh, I know. I think I know what he might be doing.
So I know that there is a timing delay between what we can see and what the guys on track actually have. So right now it says that the qualifying time is over, but there is a desync, so that will mean that they still have some time. So it looks like Revo will still have time to set the fastest lap. Well, it looks like Combat owes Jacob a Coke.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wait, no, Revo's pulled over to the side. Oh, he's just letting the cars through.
He's just letting everyone through who's on a lap.
Righto, let's have a look. Revo comes around that final corner on the medium tyre, hits the DRS, and this will be his last chance for a flying lap. Let's see what he can set. We'll watch those sector times closely. So 1:29.24 is the current provisional pole time, and that is set on the soft tyre. So Revo's going to have to pull out something pretty magical if he wants to beat that on the mediums, or he'll just want to try and get himself as high up on that tower as possible. I believe Mikau's still out on track too, so that could even get faster still.
Yeah, Revo actually down just over 2/10 in that sector. I'm wondering whether he's just trying to get a better lap to start on the mediums, which he might do if he gets into the top 10. I'm not too sure what he's doing at the moment. I did say he would go into the mediums, but this is not really what I was expecting.
There could be some strategy coming into play here. Van Camp off to the side of the track. T-Mac doing the same, not to impede the Red Bull.
Hasn't been the cleanest lap from Revo. I know I'm probably going to jinx myself saying that, but hasn't had the best lap. He's locked up once. He's lost a little bit of grip, but we'll see if that translates in his lap time or not.
At this point, it'll just be looking to try and set the fastest lap possible without maybe eating away at the tyres. He'll cross the line.
Ooh, okay.
And only goes up. Okay, so 130.3 from him. He'll start in 14th. I don't think I've ever seen Revo start that low in a race. I know there was a couple of Friday series races. He decided to start from the back, but that's an interesting choice.
I think he's going for the better strategy here.
Right, well, we can see that everyone in the top 10 set it on the oh my. Williams losing an end plate there. So everyone in the top 10 setting their times on the soft. It looks like Combined was the only other person to set a time on the mediums. Jacob in the chat there saying medium to hard is the better strat. Most probably would be, considering the amount of tyre life you get out of them. So that's obviously Revo's plan. But as the timings stand, Mikau will start on pole position with a 129.242. Big Al will start alongside with a 129.4. Red Panda and Charlie, 3rd and 4th. Shrimp and Matt Dabry in 5th and 6th. Matt Dabry with a 129.8. Pretty good from the Alfa Romeo there. Matt Zoid with a 129.89. Potsy with a 129.892. And Geordie and T-Mac round out that top 10 with a 129.928 and a 130.064 respectively. So that'll mean that everyone else can choose whatever strategy they like. AC onwards. So we'll probably see a lot of those back markers. Back markers is technically true. They'll be using, I think a lot of them will switch over to that medium compound.
I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm interested to see what Revo goes for, because he did his lap on the mediums, but I don't know if that necessarily means he's going to start on the mediums, because I'm sure Revo's got something up his sleeve if he's managed to only qualify 14th or something. And I'm not too sure what he might pull out of the bag here. I'm hoping for his case that it's a win, but just have to wait and see.
Oh, Jacob Meister gifting subs to the channel. Jesus Christ, mate.
Who's Jacob Meister?
Some dude in the chat. Yes.
Some Kiwi? Yeah.
But no, thank you very much to everyone who's donated or signed up to the Patreon or any of the different options. It all helps us. It's all fantastic. Thank you very much.
Yep, as I thought. Yeah, Revo going for what I believe, and I know Jacob's about to probably go, you're wrong, the optimum strategy of the hard to medium strategy. By the looks of things.
So Flyboy and Revo are both starting on those hard tyres. Everyone else from 11th onwards, will be starting on the mediums. And then, of course, the top 10 will have to use whatever they qualified on, which is the soft tyre. So, you might say, hard to medium makes sense. You live another day. Well, there you go. But I didn't quite manage to catch the predicted pit stop strategy at the start there. Hopefully it comes back, or if not, whatever. Last time, AWS decided to tell us 10 times. So Mikau leading the charge, almost mirroring real life. You see a black Mercedes there. What you don't usually see is a Haas and an Alfa Romeo following. So
yeah,
this is why you watch AFR, because we bring the fantasy to life.
Yeah.
You jump onto a medium runner to show the AWS options. Yes. They didn't realize the game did it that way, but let's find out.
I'll jump on Revo for the AWS hard strategy because I'm interested to see what it thinks. Yeah, Seb's saying that hards will go 20 laps-ish. Yeah, that's what I expected. Mediums 15 to 16.
Combat taking notes. Why not? Why not? That's what it's here for. You've got tier 1. You might as well use as much information as possible. Big brain thinking.
Yeah, AWS just told me that for the people starting on mediums, it's a 1-stop to medium hard, and for the soft runners, it's a 2-stop soft medium hard. So, I don't know how reliable that is, but
I haven't received a prompt yet. I'm not sure if I will, but we will. We'll have to have a look.
That's very nice of AWS.
All right, so that. All right, so we'll jump back on board with the front runner. Everyone grids up. We'll have to wait for those lights now. Of course, there is a little bit of desync, so lights counting down won't necessarily mean that the race starts. It shouldn't take much longer than that. So the 5 red lights are up. Now we just have to wait for this grid to take off. Oh God, they're having a seizure.
We're away now.
Okay, so everyone is down. They're moving towards that first straight. Big up.
Oh my goodness me!
What is happening?
Whoa! Oh dear, VSC. After all that, I don't think so. I really reckon that should have been a safety car.
Oh my God! What in the world was that start? I don't know if the if we managed to catch it. We'll just go back a little bit. Oh, we just caught the car, and you can see all the cars spinning. There's like 3 or 4 that were taken out in that start. What was that? I'll just wait for it to look back.
What?
Oh.
Okay, so quick update. Apollo has it no front wing. Gus Rules has a front wing. Pacey has no front wing. Band has a front wing. T-Mac has a front wing. So it appears it has something to do with Apollo and Pacey, possibly. Not sure where they started from, but... oh, wow. Mikau, drive-through penalty, speeding under VSC. I'm sure he'll probably appeal that after the race if he was actually under, but we're underway again. Big Gal is in first. He must have got a brilliant start. He's already half a tenth in front of Mikau. Matt Davies got in front of Red Panda very quickly as well.
This is an interesting development. Okay, so absolute chaos at the start of round 4. So Big Al gets away. Mikau gets given a drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC. Now that can happen a lot because the deltas don't update properly, but he's going straight in. He's not messing about. He'll go in and serve that and get it over and done with. So let's jump... here we are. So on board with Shrimp now. Currently 6th position. We see a lot of switching of positions behind. I still can't get over that start.
What was that? I caught the whole thing. I just caught after someone span and I saw a Renault in the wall. There
we go. Okay, so the predicted pit stop strategy. Thanks to AWS. For those who are interested. Alright, so we are lap 2. Big Al still leading this race. Matt Dabry, Red Panda move up a couple of positions due to Mikau's drive-through penalty. Potsy, Charlie, Shrimp, Geordie, Matzoid, Revo, and Wahid make up the top 10. Revo really benefiting from that start. He jumps up a ton of positions there from 14th all the way to 9th. And we'll just keep an eye on these. We'll jump on board with Revo as well. He looks to make a move on Matzoid. Goes up on the inside. Locking up that tyre. Matzoid falls in behind, has no other choice. Revo now up in 8th place. Looks like Ali might just make a move here as well. Here we go, getting the draft. Not every day you see a Haas overtake a Mercedes, but it's happening right now. Down into that 100-metre board.
Oh, Combat's clipped something from Apollo's stream. I'm going to have a look at it. It's the race start.
There we go. There's the medium strategy for anyone who's interested. 1-stop medium to hard from lap 13 to 17. And now we are lap 3. So DRS has been enabled, which will mean overtaking potential on that main straight and back straight.
That's interesting. From Apollo's point of view, he got a bit cut off by Revo and put into the wall, so that's a completely different incident to Pacey's.
Okay, well, that is something that the stewards will probably have to investigate after the race is over. Currently on board with T-Mac. Almost lost it coming out of turn 3, but managed to catch a car, so well done. He's looking to try and overtake Combined. Combined doing the same to Flyboy here. Flyboy obviously on the slower pace at the moment due to that hard stint. Just used to the curbs there, watching this timing tower. This is the hard bit about being a commentator. You really have to try to bring you the closest battles we can, but if there's so many happening at once, you just get lost in some of this.
Yeah.
Here we go. DRS is enabled. We will see the wings start to open. Flyboy, but Jesus Christ, Combined just has so much more pace. Let's have a look. Will he go for a dive on the inside? Or will he stay safe? He looks for it, but realizes he's a little bit too far back. So instead, he'll probably wait for the opportunity as it comes on the main straight. Oh, geez, here we go.
Run.
There's Flyboy to the right. He'll have the inside line. Combined's going to try and get him on the outside, which is actually beneficial here for turn 1 and 2. You can see T-Mac encroaching as well. There's they are side by side. Flyboy looks to cut off. The attempt makes it work as well. That's going to give T-Mac some adjustment now. So many variables that come into play when you're attempting an overtake. You got to watch out for your ERS. You got to watch out for the tyre life. Obviously, when you're making an attack, you're wearing on those tyres even more. That comes into effect, especially considering Combined's on that medium strategy. T-Mac's on the soft strategy. I'm getting a little bit sideways coming out of turn 10 there. Oh, a little bit of gardening as well. Yeah, so Combined. Will he try and chat? There, easy done. There goes Mercedes. Nice move. Combined moves up in the 12th with that. See Matt Dabry and Shrimp both come into the pits. Kind of positions adjusted to compensate. It's going to jump up. We're on board with Potsy now. Currently 3rd place, chasing the Alfa Romeo of Red Panda. Both on the soft tyre. Potsy closing up pretty well, actually. Dancing around that 3/4 mark. Big Al's got a nice lead at the moment. 4 seconds of buffer there. That's going to come in handy. Looks like Potsy's slipping a little bit. That gap is extending. Now Red Panda won't have DRS, Potsy will. So the Williams will be able to potentially catch up. Jesus Christ, have a look at how powerful that overtake just is. Here, will he go on there? Look, Red Panda keeping the center of the circuit. Oh, it's a nice little squeeze. Still side by side, he pushes him off the track. Potsy with nowhere to go. Red Panda holds on to that 2nd place. As Red Panda comes into the pits. Potsy electing to stay out. There you go. Pit window is now open for the hard one-stop strategy. As Revo makes his way up into 3rd now.
Yeah, it looks like the the hard strategy is paying off a little bit, but he still does have to pit once. It might be around lap I don't know, 13 maybe if he's going to go into the mediums.
Jacob Marsden, interesting little force off the track. Yeah, actually, there was definitely no racing room given there, so that might be something that the stewards might have to take a look at.
Oh, got a yellow flag turn somewhere, and Gussels is off. I believe the cause for that, Jacob, was I saw Panda lock up coming into the hairpin, so that's why I had to push Potsy wide, because he went wide. And speaking of Potsy, he's now got Revo on his tail. But I'm going to guess that Potsy will probably pit this lap, so he's probably not too concerned. And Al will probably pit as well, considering he's got the 6-second advantage on Potsy and Revo. And Revo's going to go for it now on the straight. He's made that look stupidly easy.
Nice manoeuvre there by Revo. Already up in a second place. So the harder compound strategy is definitely paying off. The question is, can Revo put enough time between himself and the other drivers so that when he inevitably comes in for that pit stop, he can maximize the benefit. As Apollo gets a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings. Jump back a couple of positions. If you ask Revo to do consistent fast laps, he does them rip everyone. Yes. Yes, that is genuinely true.
Yep.
Alright, so on board now with Bandcamp. Currently 6th place on the medium tyre. You can see nobody is now on the softs. Everybody is either on the medium or the hard. First window has been pretty much done and dusted.
Just having a look. Panda, was we saw pit that lap early to Potsy, and it's paid off. He's gone for the undercut, and it's worked beautifully. He's now pulling out a 1 and a bit second gap to Potsy. Now Potsy's got no one behind him, so he's got no one really to worry about. He's just got forward to go.
So on board with 16th place here, Shrimp in the Red Bull. T-Max following Mick out. Mick out, T-Mac and Shrimp all in the hard compound. Shrimp trying to get past the Williams. DRS might come into effect here. You can see he's got the overtake button already, using the power through the corner rather than on the exit. He's looking to try and get as early of a gap close as possible, and here it comes. He goes up on the right side. T-Mac has no choice but to let him pass. Then hard on the brakes as they come up to that hairpin turn. And a nice move. Shrimp makes 1. Look at these times here. So Ali is looking to fight for 3rd place. His combined makes his way to 3rd. Ali 4th, Flyboy 5th. Bandcamp trying to keep on to the back of that Mercedes as well. So 20 laps to go in this race. Revo is our current race leader. 5.8 second gap to second place. Wahid in the McLaren as Geordie picks up a 3-second time penalty there.
Jacob thinks that some with lap 1 damage went for the mediums. I think the only person that did was Pacey, so my guess is he'll go for a medium hard strategy now. But other than that, Apollo, I believe, went for the hards. Yeah, he did. So just have to see whether they can make their way back up as Shrimp gets past Gus Rules round the hairpin, I believe. Yeah, and so does someone. Oh yeah, I just couldn't see the dot of Gus Rules, but now we've got the three-way train forming still of Combined and Ali, and Band's getting in on the action as well now.
Yep, Flyboy there in 5th place. He's closing up on Ali fairly quickly, considering he's on that hard compound tyre. Now he'll want to try and get past as quick as he can. Bandcamp's going to want to try and hold position, because if he drops any further back and gets out of that DRS range, he's not going to be able to catch up. Flyboy is the closest out of all of them. Come round, horseshoe onto that back straight. We'll see how much speed these guys carry. Ali is definitely closing the gap, but it's far enough that Combined doesn't really have to worry. However, Ali did go very deep there, so Flyboy manages to make up some time. It's an interesting train. Everyone's in a close proximity, but nobody can battle each other, because they're just too far out to make dives or to make. So it's great. It's like everyone's just in this constant, and that's the agreed deal. I'm just waiting for someone to make a mistake on a corner, and that someone can get a little bit closer. You can see Flyboy's trying to brake later. Oh, Ali proving the point. Flyboy is the one in attack range now. Whether or not he'll actually be able to do it is a different story. Smitty, what happened to Mikau? So Mikau was given a drive-through penalty at the start of the race for speeding under VSC conditions. I'm not sure of the specifics, and I'm sure it's something that we'll have to look at, but he went straight in, basically straight in. As soon as he got that, came in, served the drive-through penalty, and got out, which is why he's now currently 12th. So he'll now have to battle through the rest of the field to get back to the front. Hopefully he can do so. We've still got 18 laps left in the race.
Looks like Ali might be in a bit of trouble here. He's only got about 10% DRS left, and yet Flyboy's got about 40, and Combined, wow, he's really saving up. He's got about 60% still, so I don't think he's too concerned at the moment. He's just using it to slowly pull away from Ali. And Flyboy just waiting for the perfect moment to use it. He just needs to get that little bit closer.
Biding his time. Flyboy knows he's on the better strategy. Ali will have to come in earlier. Flyboy will have more consistent speed over the length of grip. So at this point, it is just a matter of waiting for the opportune moment. Just jump back a couple here as T-Max looking to make a move on Matzoid. We've got 3 cars in this battle, so Gus Rolls and Matzoid are currently bullying T-Mac. T-Mac is stuck in between them. The proverbial cream in the Oreo, as someone would say.
And Matzoid's round.
Oh! There he is off the track! Okay. So the camera
grip there.
Yeah, the camera angle not ideal for that one, because it obviously there's a little rise as they come over the straight there. But yes, you can see Matzoid over to the side, so he drops down. Free position for T-Mac, and Gus Rules for that matter, I guess. Wow, interesting development. All right, well, let's jump back up then to 6th place. We'll jump on board with Bandcamp, who's doing his best to follow. Boys in front. Looks like Big Al is catching up as well. Flyboy is getting closer to Ali. The gap is shrinking.
Don't mean to interrupt you there, but I'm currently on board with Red Panda, who's trying to get past Potsy.
Potsy in 9th place. You can see Red Panda right behind him. Both on that hard tyre. He's looking to go up on the outside. And he'll do so. Let's have a look. Hard on the brakes. Potsy closes off that inside line. Well done.
Panda got the better exit. He went for the switchback, but didn't quite get it done. And now he's just going to look for that overtaking opportunity. I'm guessing that might be on the straight if he can't get it done in the next couple of corners.
Ooh. A bit of traction lost there. Red Panda keeping it steady.
Combat saying a lap 17 to 18 safety car would be great. Some people may stay out in the mediums, other might go soft. It's unlikely that people would go soft Combat, just on the basis of that they may not last the end of the race, because they last, I believe, max 8 laps before they really just give in on you. So just have to wait and see as Potsy decides to take the inside line from Panda. Doesn't get a great exit though. That gives Panda the opportunity. Oh, misses his gear slightly. Went for the dive, but decided that was a smart brain idea to not, because that was probably going to end in disaster. But now, Red Panda's pushed to the outside again.
Oh, looks for the inside line! He might have just outbrained Potsy here, no. He cuts him off.
Can he get the better exit? Oh, he'll use overtake, yep. He doesn't get the better exit as Gustrels gets a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane as Potsy locks up. But manages to still get a better exit than Panda, yet he locked up.
Jordy and Mikau trading places behind as well. Hold on a minute. So Mikau trying to make the overtake here on the McLaren. Gets pushed onto the outside. Jordy is still side by side as they come through. Jordy wants to close off the inside. Mikau's not having it. He gets forced onto the grass. And the Mercedes gets past. Woo! That's what you want to see. So 11th place now for Mikau. Jordy tried real hard to keep the lead. Couldn't quite hold the car on track. Oh, it's Big Al. Let's see, Flyboy goes to make a move. Realizes it's a little bit too dangerous, pulls back in a line.
Ooh, Big Al though.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my goodness. Big Al's definitely forced wide by Flyboy, but Flyboy just tapped him there and thought, I do not want damage, so he backs out of it. And Big Al gets the 3rd position. Now we're waiting to see what Revo does. Is he going to take the hards to the soft compound around lap 21, 22 maybe? Or is he going to go for the medium? I would say medium's definitely the faster option. It's just a question of when he'll pit. Should be any time from about now to lap 17, I would say. But I'm not big brain at this game, so we'll just have to wait and see.
We're at the halfway point now, 14 of 28. Currently on board with Red Panda, who's still trying to get past the Williams with Potsy there. Potsy doing a great job to defend. Similar wear on the tyres. Right now it's going to be a battle of attrition to the end of the race. Combat in the chat there with a 13-second lead. Wait and see if there is a safety car. Well, we still have a ton of laps to go, so the safety car is definitely possible. Now, Potsy will not have any DRS, of course. 2.8 seconds away from his person in front. Potsy moves over to the inside line.
He tells Panda to take the outside. Ooh, just touches him slightly there and locks up as well. They both lock up. Panda looks for the better exit, just gets it done, goes to the outside, which will force Potsy to the inside, but it means Panda has to give him the rim. Ooh, gets around there nice and clean. I've never seen that before.
Look at this.
Not a clean last corner.
Potsy is not giving any inch as Red Panda is like, just let me past. Potsy's like, no. Work for it. Goes up on the inside. This will mean that Potsy has a better line.
Got to give him room.
Oh, look at this. It's absolute wheel-to-wheel, no contact. This is as clean as you want it. And there's still... Oh, Potsy just inching out.
Could go later on the brakes here, and he does. He locks up to do so, though. Taps him a bit there. Could be a bit of damage. Potsy gets the better exit. This is ridiculous. They're still side by side, but Potsy somehow manages to prevail out of that, but I know Red Panda, he will not give in till the last lap.
Potsy doing God's work at this point to defend. Red Panda getting a little bit antsy there coming out of turn 10. Cost him some time, but the DRS will kick in down the back straight, and I'm sure he'll catch up quickly. But Potsy is definitely making Red Panda work for this.
Now, Potsy's a little bit further in front than he was before under DRS, so now Panda decides he's probably got to do to save his ERS, so he's done the right thing. He's just going to wait for that next opportunity. They've got similar charge in their ERS, so it's just going to be a question of who makes the first mistake.
Right, so
Revo, yep, he pits now.
Revo comes into the pits as Combine makes a move there on Shrimp. Shrimp might still have the inside line covered. Oh, and he pushes him out as well. Gotta give them racing room, ladies and gentlemen.
So Revo coming out in third. It's a good strategy from him going and starting on the sorry, not the softs, the hards, but now it's just a question of when's Wahid gonna pit, because that means Revo will have second and it will be a fight to the end with Big Al.
Well, let's have a look here. So Flyboy currently in 15th place. Ali and T-Mac trading paint as they go through turn 3. T-Mac now looking at the black shark that is Flyboy up on his outside. Flyboy looking on the outside on the faster compound. Oh, but T-Mac's making him work for it. What is it about the Williams boys? An absolute defense. Flyboy does make it past.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to jump up with Revo, who's only a 10th now behind Big O. He's got DRS. He's, excuse me, going to go for it into the second to last. Makes that look easy again, obviously, on the faster compound. So now Wahid's going to have to pit soon. He's staying out, though. He might be trying to push those mediums to a soft. I don't know if that's a good idea on his part.
Well, let's have a look at a train that is forming right now. Bandcamp leading there at 12th place. Ali, Flyboy, T-Mac, and Pacey. As Flyboy looks to make an overtake, he'll get up on Ali, and Pacey will do the same to T-Mac as they hit that hairpin. Oh, but Flyboy gets a little bit wide. Pacey losing the front end a little bit. That's going to give T-Mac some choice. They all fall in, so 2 positions swapped. T-Mac drops down to 16th.
Oh, Smitty saying, come on, Panda, Bubba Boy, just providing some cheering for his mate. I'm sure that he may prevail over Potsy at some point.
Bandcamp under attack. Have to be careful about that Mercedes there. Definitely on the faster tyre. Bandcamp well known for his defensive prowess. See if he can use that to maximum effect.
Wahid in DRS of Revo, that's correct, Combat, but Wahid still has to pit at some point, and he's got no ERS, so it's going to affect him, unfortunately. He's going to probably pit anytime soon, and it's now. So Big Al says, thank you very much for second place.
Revo sets the
fastest lap.
There you can see Flyboy coming around the side. Thank you. I'll have that. That's 1 position extra for the Mercedes now. Flyboy in 12th. Mikau, his teammate, in 6th place.
Yeah, Wahid doing something that I would argue is a bit risky and going onto the softs, and it's just coming out in front of Flyboy.
Will the softs last 10 laps?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm not sure whether they'll last.
I don't know about that one, but we'll see. Thinks he's got the speed. Revo still in the lead. The 3.7 second gap to Big Al on that medium compound tyre, so we will have speed on his side. We'll see how long they'll last though. They'll last 10 laps though, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
As we have to jump up here as Mikau looks to make a move on Red Panda, going up on the outside. Inside here of the hairpin. He might even get Potty while he's at it. Red Panda might just make an attack again. Oh, he decides to stay on the outside for turn 1, but it doesn't pay off. Mikau keeps that 5th place. It's close. Potty can see him in that side mirrors. He knows he's barreling down. Potty did a great job to hold off Red Panda. Let's see if he can do the same here for Mikau. Come onto that back straight. See how much speed is gained. So Mikau already on the overtake. But he's left Red Panda in the dust now. But his ERS is actually out. I don't know if DRS is going to give him the boost he needs. No, it's just going to allow him to stay. Oh, but Potty gets a massive lockup. And that's exactly what Mikau needed. Now they're side by side as they come into that final corner. Potty managing to hold off for now, but the DRS is strong. There goes the Mercedes on the left. See if Potty can hold the inside line. Doing well so far. But the transition to left might be what hurts him. Oh, there's contact, but no damage. And it looks like Mikau will come out in front, and he does. Oh, but it puts Potty off the track.
Now, Red Panda's going to take full advantage of that again. He'll be hoping that he can have that back off Potsy. And as I said, he gets past on the outside again, but Potsy, oh my goodness, they touch. Wow. Let's see. Potsy saying, no, I want that position still. And Panda having to give him the room. Panda, can he get the better exit? Yes, he can. He finally gets it done. I'm sure he'll be more than happy with that. But Potsy will be saying, excuse me, I'm not done here yet.
Mikau up in a 4th, Red Panda in a 5th. Potsy currently 6th place.
Good to see all the intervals have now broken.
Now Potsy's going to have DRS. He's just used all of the ERS battery left in the car. Will he dive on the inside? Red Panda, a little bit of a switch to force the mistake. And he gets the lock up as well. So Potsy does come out on top. That'll mean Red Panda's now in DRS. Oh, but it looks like Potsy actually squeezed out a gap. I don't know if he'll be able to catch him. Potsy stays on the outside, knowing that it's better for the left hand. Oh, what an absolute block. Have a look at this. Red Panda has nowhere to go. Great positioning there.
Round. I don't know if it's Matt Sword or Gus Rules, but someone's round. It's Gus Rules. Having a couple of issues there.
Just at the end of Sector 2, it looks like.
Yeah.
Jump on board with Ali now. Currently 14th. Oh, gearbox is broken. That's good. I'm looking at these times. There are actually a couple of potential battles happening. See T-Mac. Ali is closing in on Bandcamp there. Wahid and Shrimp both within that 1 second mark. Charlie as well. Red Panda still trying to catch Potty, but the gap has extended. It's now... Red Panda's almost out of DRS range.
Yeah.
Oh, but Red Panda picks up a 3 second top penalty. And Charlie as well. Casey overtakes Matzoid there for 16th. Bandcamp here, trying his best to hold off the Haas. Pacey sets a fastest lap with a 1:32.7. The Revo has a 10-second lead now.
That's insane.
That is
coming
insane.
from 14th.
So the strategy is king, and this is the proof. So unless we see a safety car maybe, or I doubt it though, lap 23 or 28.
Yeah, if it was to come out now, it would need to be now.
Bandcamp messing up the corner. Oh, T-Mac makes it as well. So Ali could have got went to the outside, and it looks like T-Mac manages. So now it's going to be a three-way drag race. Here we go, T-Mac in front. Ali's going to overtake as well. Bandcamp is completely lost out. Oh, that can't feel good.
No.
That can't feel good at all. So T-Mac makes it up to 13th. Ali 14th. Bandcamp drops down 1. And see if he can try and regain anything. T-Mac is on 16 lap old hard, so I'm sure tyre wear becomes an issue soon.
Yep.
Jump up a couple places. 8th place on board with the prancing horse. Charlie, who is currently chasing Geordie in the McLaren. Both on hard tyres, both on 16 laps of wear. Geordie 2 seconds out of range from Red Panda, so Charlie in a prime position to make the DRS work. Low on ERS, only 30% left in that battery. I'm sure he'll try and use that to catch on this straight. Yep, there it is. Geordie looks like he used his as well. Oh my god, look at that gap. Absolutely exploded. Hard on the brakes there. Wahid making the move on Shrimp. Shrimp trying to go up on the inside now. Oh, and he makes it work. Wahid with the overtake on the back straight. Shrimp goes, nah. That's mine. And pulls out in front again. Great job there, keeping 10th place. Up 24-28 now. Wahid is on the faster compound. But he's banking on those softs lasting him 10 laps. Not sure if he'll be able to fight Shrimp for that. But we'll stay on and find out as Flyboy barrels down as well. 0.7 behind Wahid. Flyboy is making this gap absolutely disappear right now. Back straight will paint a good picture. Let's have a look. So Wahid, 0.6. Flyboy with about 30% ERS. Wahid at about the same. Shrimp's going to have a very hard time defending this. Flyboy yet to active. There it is. There goes the ERS and the DRS. Wahid also on both. But it won't be an attack opportunity. For now. It'll just be to keep up. Shrimp in a fairly safe spot. See how that evolves over the next coming laps. And it looks like Charlie made it past Geordie there. And he'll be looking to catch up the Red Panda. Mikau and Matt Dabry trade places. Oh, they're still fighting as it looks. Let's have a look here. Jump on board with Mikau as Matt Dabry gets past. Gap now in front, 14 seconds. Coming around that horseshoe onto the back straight. Polo picks up a 3-second time penalty there. Let's have a look just how fast Mikau can come barreling down. Not that much, it seems.
Yeah, he just decided not to use his ERS, that was all. That's why he didn't barrel down too quickly. I think he's just trying to save it for a more opportunistic move.
Might be
saving it to pull the gap. Yeah.
Might be it. Matt Dabry, center of the track. Here we go. Around the outside. To give him the left hand in. No, but Matt Dabry closes the door. There's contact. Still side by side coming through. Matt Dabry doing his best to limit the amount of room available. Mikau is still there racing. There's a bit of a contact. They get pushed sideways. Matt Dabry still in front. Luckily, no damage. All the while, Potsy is catching up. But with a 5-second gap, it's going to take a lot of catching up. Okay, so this looks like the moment Mikau's going to use that. You can see Matt Dabry trying to weave and break that toe line. Mikau's like, I got ERS, mate, no worries. Oh, that was close. That was close.
That was a little bit dangerous there from Matt Dabry, I won't lie, but Mikau says, excuse me, I'd like the inside line, and he says, oh, okay, I guess.
Matt Dabry pulling over there.
Now, Matt Dabry's got no ERS, so Mikau has played his cards right, but neither does he. So I don't know whether Mikau's I'll get my words out. Made the right move considering Matt Dabry is going to have DRS for the last lap and this lap included. So it's going to come down to these last 2 laps.
I have to monitor both of these. We're just going to jump back. 12th position now. Wahid still behind Flyboy. Flyboy who's catching Shrimp up now. You can see that those softs are starting to wear. Wahid's in a minute going to be outside the DRS range. And at that point, Flyboy will just drive straight past. Here we are as Geordie goes up on the left. Looking to overtake Charlie here. Charlie going deep. Oh, Geordie's got a much better exit. Yep, Charlie knows it. Lets him past. Charlie can attack on the outside here. Just a bit slow. Won't be able to attack the inside.
Yeah.
Stay behind, bide his time. The gaps have now exploded. We're on the last lap of this race. Might as well jump on board with the current race leader, Revo, who has shown us how powerful a strategy can be. Starting 14th on the grid, and making his way to the front. 19-second gap between himself and second place. Revo will come around the final corner here at Shanghai, cross the line and take the win. That's another first place victory. Round 4 goes to you, sir. Now Big Al coming around those final corners. 19-second gap to him. 10-second gap to Mick Al. Big Al will take second on the podium. Mick Al comes across now. Great drive from him as well. Matt Dabry in 4th. I can see a potential battle. Let's have a look. Flyboy goes up on the outside of the hairpin. Shrimp battles. They lock wheels. Shrimp comes out on top there, but I don't know how legal that is.
I'm sure the stewards will look at that after the race.
That's interesting. That's an interesting one.
But
Flyboy jumps him anyway.
Shrimp had a lot of pens. Wow.
Oh my god, a lot. He's still going down the board.
He's still going. He's still going. What about even Pacey? No. Whoa, that was dropped 5 positions there. That's something.
Have a look at the gap between Wahid and T-Mac. 0.03 of a second. That's crazy. That is crazy close. As Revo wins the driver of the day, and I don't think anybody disagrees.
Yeah, no, I don't.
That's a pretty safe bet. So a great drive from the Red Bull. That's 4 in a row now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mikau is... Well, that's broken, so he's 3rd. So unfortunately, he won't have 4 second places. Great drive there from Big Al. Get that second place. So Revo with the win, Big Al in 2nd, and Mikau coming up in 3rd. Matt Dabry, a great drive as well, takes 4th. Potsy 5th, Red Panda 6th. Nice battle between those two, actually. Geordie in combined, 7th and 8th. Charlie and Flyboy rounds out the top 10. A great drive there from Flyboy as well. Good attacking, actually, from him. So it's very good to see. T-Mac, Wahid, Ali. They're in up to 13th. Bandcamp 14th. Rough race for him. He tried to defend, but ended up getting making a mistake and ended up losing out there. Shrimp, Pacey, Matt Zoid, Apollo, Gus Rules. Unfortunate for Gus Rules. Had a couple of spins. And Shrimp. Jesus, so many penalties. What's that? 23 seconds, did it say?
Yeah.
Something. Or maybe not. Doesn't say he has penalties. Okay. Thanks, Codemasters. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed that, guys. That's Tier 1 done. Don't go anywhere, though, because Tier 2 will be just around the corner. I've been Kunai Zero. This has been Hobbsy, and we'll see you in just a bit.
I know it's a game, I'm not gonna play, but maybe you should do whatever you need to erase me. It's all just a game. You think I'm gonna play, but baby you should do whatever you need to erase me.
You just walk right out the door. Don't wanna do this anymore. Now I'm lost without you. You drive me crazy out my mind. How'd you do this every time? Now I'm lost without you. Used to be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see now tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep, now when I try to sleep I feel so bad. I should leave and by the time it's done I'll be gone. I'll be tainted love is all we had. Our issues run so deep, now when I try to sleep, I feel so bad. I should leave, and by the time it's done, I'll be gone. I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the Tahoe closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. My love, I'm gone. I need to be strong. The darkness, it tried to swallow me. Some days I fall, but I hear your call. I pray I don't hit the ground. Gravity. Gravity. We're not the same, we're not the same. We're not the same, we run everything. We're not the same, we're not the same. They ain't got us running through these veins. Make way for the king.
All these brothers, my guys, know that they fly.
Welcome back. Like from our little intermission there, so obviously, and we're getting ready for that Tier 2 round 4 at China. Just waiting on some of these drivers to get ready so we can finalise the lobby and get things underway. We're doing so. Let's just have a quick recap of the Tier 2 standings. So Simdogger still on the top spot with a first place victory in Vietnam last week. 68 points goes to him. Stars currently in second, finished fourth, but still holding on. 55 points for him. Combat Rat in third place with 28 points. Got Smitty, Trin22 and Saxa, 4th, 5th, 6th respectively. Got Feber in 7th with 14 points. Surplus in 8th with 13. Pondon in 9th with 13 points. Having a bit of a rough race, finishing 11th. Vietnam. Skins rounds out that top 10 with 12. So hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer. Waiting on confirmation from band that everything's good to go. We'll be able to kick things off. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the stream so far. I know there's been a couple of hiccups. Like I said earlier in the stream, I swapped my stream setup, so I was kind of hoping that everything would just go smoothly, but just can't seem to get that lucky. I've still got some downtime. We'll probably remind everyone, those of you who aren't aware, we do have Twitter and Facebook. You can see that link in the chat box there. For those of you who have already followed, thank you so much. It means everything. We've also got a Patreon set up. I know that a bunch of you have gone on and donated, which is awesome. Thank you very much. Gus Rules, hi mate, how you going? Feel really bad for you, man. I saw some of the spins you had. It's a rough race for you. Hopefully you get it on the next one. No, you don't suck. You're just unlucky. Spinala. That's a rough one. At least you're racing. Put it that way. Just going to try and see if I can get an update with our lobby. Shouldn't be too much longer. right, I think we are good to go. I think I just heard Ben jump into the chat channel.
You did indeed. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, all right. So now we can get this underway. Oh, what do you think?
Just
of this
had a
coming
couple
race?
of connection issues with one of the drivers, so he's had
Ah.
to sit this one out.
No worries. Okay. Bit of a mission there. All right, let's swap over that now that we're inside the. Ooh, that's cloudy. That's cloudy. Okay.
It is. It is indeed.
Right, let's see. Is that a sign of things to come? We will find out. All right, so 18 minutes there on the clock for our Tier 2 drivers. We have a full grid, which is always good to see. Band, what are your thoughts coming up in
Well,
this race?
After having just done it, it is it is a tricky one. It's easy to get a couple of the corners wrong. The softs don't really last very well, as I think everyone outside the top 10 started on the mediums in the Tier 1 race, or on the hards. But I think consistency is going to be a real key around here, especially with that turn one. I personally find that quite difficult to get right and repeat lap after lap. But
Yeah,
I think, I think ones to watch might be Pondon, Feber, Simdogger. Yeah, and apart from that, I'm not too sure. I mean, it's such a tight tier at the moment, so it's really anybody's game.
Yeah, cool. Well, obviously, we'll have to wait and see. We'll see how the track evolves, see how people do on their qualifying. Might give us a little bit of a glimpse of what to expect in the race. We did see that did have a couple of mistakes. You were getting chased down by there was quite a train forming behind you. And, you managed to screw up on that last horseshoe corner.
And, I just kept missing the breaking point on the entry to that sometimes, and it ended up costing me a couple of places, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. All right.
I kept them behind for a long time with them having DRS, so I was happy with that effort.
No, it was good. We were mentioning there was some really good defense happening all throughout the race, which is awesome. So I'm hoping to see some of that mirrored here in Tier 2. So currently on with Eljan, who is the first of the runners out on track. Let's see type of time he can put on the board as he comes around. Yeah, last couple of corners there. Driving for Alfa Romeo. Here we go, on board with him as he comes around. Now it is cloudy, that will affect track temperature, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, that might mean that the temperatures stay down on the soft, so they might be able to get a better lap time out of them because they'll last for the whole lap, potentially.
We did see how much those softs suffered in the race. I mean, well, first off, it was a chaotic start, so that already was kicking off. But yeah, it was weird. Like everybody that started on the softs just had absolutely no pace. Towards the end of the life, it's gone, and then Revo starts 14th with his big brain strategy and ends up winning the race. So yeah, softs here, not a great idea. But here we are, L-Jam coming around Sector 2 now. 51.3 at the moment. Oh, he did just lose the front end a little bit there, we'll see. Hits the curb as well. Oh, okay. Didn't use the outside of the track there, stayed center. Interesting.
Well, this will be the benchmark lap for everyone to start the session.
Oh, drifting out of turn 14. That's going to cost him. Right now, let's see, where are we looking in terms of time? Hits the DRS zone. He'll cross the line. And we have a 1:31.4. Now we're going to have a ton of other cars coming across the line rapidly now. We'll just have a look at how that timing tower changes. Keeper comes across for the 1:32.2. We are on board with Combat. His outlap. Trin 22. Fastest lap so far, 1:30.5. Hobbsy comes across with a 1:30.571. Artanis or Tanis rather, comes in third with a 130.719.
Old Frankie Blue Eyes.
Neil there in fifth, 131.59. Hobbsy second there with a 130.57. Stars now with the fastest provisional lap with a 129.724. Simdogger as well. Oh, no, it looks like Combat decides to come in. He won't be starting his flying lap rather. Comes into the pits. There we go. So Keeper, 132.24. Saxon with a 131.8. Feber, a 131.8 on the medium compound. London with a 131.3 there in the middle. So all those drivers are coming across now. Like Surplus did one as well, 131.3. 7th place.
It's still a fairly tight session with a few drivers still set lap times. So
Got Zudix and Nut in the pits. Combat Rat as well. He was ready for his flying lap, decided to come in. Nut now on his out lap. He's come out of the pits. Skins was on a flying lap, but it was invalidated. I think Booley is finishing his as well. Actually, no, he just started his. So let's have a look. Jump on board with him. Currently sitting 18th. $11 minutes 35 seconds left on the clock there. Stars on provisional pole with a 129.72. That is fast considering.
that is quick. That's a proper quick time.
I was going to say, considering that's what we had at tier 1, I think. Mikko was in the 129s. Bully. Front end seems to be escaping some people.
I think if you're even if you're in the 31s, 32s, I still think they're solid times.
Plus, they're all warm-up laps. This is everyone's first lap out, so still got time to improve. But it's nice to see. Have a look at there, from 6th down to 11th, all within that 1 second. Actually, 12th and 13th for that matter, all within the 1 second. Here comes Booley in the DRS, crosses the line. Where does he sit? 15th place at the moment on the medium tyre, 133.225. Jump on with Psycho here, who is getting ready to finish his outlap.
I think Nut invalidated on the last corner on his outlap, which means he has to go around again.
He's got ERS to spare. And the fuel, for that matter.
Yeah, it'll be a matter of the fuel because you can turn ERS off in qualifying. So,
alright, here we go. Psycho crosses that start finish line. Now it's a flying lap. His teammate is current provisional pole. So where can Psycho place himself? Will he be the Hamilton or will he be the Bottas? Which is a very mean statement if you think about it, but I'm also correct, so don't at me.
I want Bottas to do well, but
so do I. But, and I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not saying this is the case, but I'm just thinking out loud. Gus, I'm watching you. I'm just thinking out loud. What sounds better? Valtteri Bottas world champion, or Lewis Hamilton, seven-time world champion?
Bottas world champion in my books.
Okay, to us. But to a marketing department, I beg to differ.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Anyway, back to qualifying.
Yes, so Psycho coming around Sector 3 now on the back straight. He'll hit that DRS line. About 330. Oh, almost hitting 334. Hard on the brakes. Nice hit the apex there. Actually, that's a pretty decent line. Where will he sit on the board? 5 drivers yet to set a lap. Oh, Newell might actually... Oh, no!
Oh.
Now, here's a question. And I do have to bring this up. Do you think that he was trying to maybe prepare to avoid Newell then?
I'm not too sure.
So here's the
I don't know.
replay now. You can see him coming into this apex, using the outside line, and then he sees that Newell's in front of him. So it's like he's trying to stay on the inside a bit further, hits that, and then just, yeah, way too far. And bang into the wall. Or DRS sign. Okay. I don't know about that one. Okay, well, that's unfortunate for him. He'll have to come into the pits as quick as possible. And,
I think he just got too much of a wheel on that grass inside curb.
Oh,
and
that's, yeah, that's definitely why he spun. It's just a question of, did he take the shorter inside line because he wanted to try and avoid...
Nah, I don't think so.
Alright, so 7 minutes, 10 seconds. Stars still holding on to that first place. The Bully, Keeper, Thanos, Nut and Skins all on outlaps. Preparation Combat has set a time to 1:33.006. That's going to put him 15th at the moment.
I will be back in just a moment.
Hard on the brakes now. As Simdogger takes that first spot. 1:29.606. The gauntlet has been laid. Now it's up to Stars and possibly Trent to try and beat that. And for that matter, any driver. Skin starts his flying lap. Will stay on board with the McLaren. See where he can place himself. His teammate is currently 15th. Oh, a little bit inside there. Oh, still valid. The gears nicely, used to the curb. Ooh, a little bit deep. Good recovery. Now working his way through sector 2. Oh, and I see something sneaky here. Combat on a flying lap as well? Well, this might be big brain from the McLaren boys. Have a look at this. Skins will get a very nice toe coming down the back straight. How much extra time is that going to put? That's what it means to have good team strategy. Have a look at that. No problem at all. Oh, it's going to be blistering speed here. Look at that. 337. Almost a 338. That is great play from the McLaren team. Let's see, where can that place Skins on the board? It's definitely going to contribute to some time, as long as he doesn't invalidate coming out. Oh, no! 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 Goes out way too wide on turn 16. And it will not count. Oh, that is rough. That is rough. Oh, Gus in the chat, slow clap indeed. That is rough. It was obviously a very good team play, a very good toe, and unfortunately couldn't quite keep it out of those track limits. But 4 minutes left to go. Those guys should be able to recoup and get it back there. I can see that Combat's already coming to the pits though, so well, that might actually be the curtain's closed on that idea. On board now with Newell, just finishing his outlap. 3 minutes 43 on the session to go. Simdog is still holding on to provisional pole, that 129.6.
I have returned.
Oh, you missed something quite special, I'll be honest. So, in typical fashion, the McLaren boys showing off why They have one of the best team strategies in the book. Combat giving Skins a cheeky toe down that back straight. But then Skins ended up track limiting on
Oh.
turn 16. So that's rough. Rough.
Zudix retires with 132.7.
So Neil, 10th place at the moment, 131.59. Ooh, Fever. Up there with a 129.977. Bloody hell. Attempt.
Yeah. Keeper's almost 3/10 up on his time at the moment. He's getting a cheeky toe from one of the Red Bulls. I think it's Nuts, maybe? Oh, no, it's Newell, and
It's
Keeper's
Newell.
gone round.
Oh, that's not good. Neil now finishing his sector 3. Have a look. Will he improve on his time? It's in the apex a little bit. It's alright. Over it. Nice on the side. Well done. Still in track limits. Hits the DRS. He'll come across the line. And he will improve. Jumps up to 8th place there with a 130.942. Great job from the Red Bull. They're actually side by side now. Nuts at a 131.038. Let's jump on board with the current provisional pole lead. Simdogger in the Williams, who have now found financial backing in real life. So hopefully coming in the future years, they'll be able to have the cash to spend to actually compete.
I'm skeptical, but we'll see. I think everyone would love to see Williams at least return to the midfield.
Mm-hmm. Well, everyone's hoping that 2022 will stop any one team from having a ridiculous league. I mean, if imagine going to every race weekend not knowing who's going to win.
Ah,
Yeah,
flashbacks to 2012.
that's
First
it. That's what we
picture.
want, and hopefully that's what 2022 will deliver. So Simdogger, ready for his flying lap. Him pulling over, letting people pass. Here we go, round that corner. DRS on. It's time to shine. Currently sitting on pole, 129.6. Can he improve? Can he solidify that lead even further? Yeah, how hard he's working that gearbox. Absolute limits of engine. Oh, drifting, drifting. He caught it though. Okay, so that's definitely not going to be a faster lap. Ready 0.3 up on his time. So in that case, let us jump back to the guy who can challenge. Stars, who has just started his flying lap. He needs to find 1/10 in order to take that top spot. Let's see if he can do so.
Zudix, Skins and Psycho still yet to settle lap time. Psycho currently in finished sector 2.
Gus in the chat, hey, they're quicker than Ferrari. Yeah, alright. No worries. Like I said in the Tier 1 stream, for the Tier 1, I feel so bad for them. They go to Monza next week.
Oh,
Like, they must
beautiful.
They must be cheering inside that the Tifosi aren't allowed in. Otherwise, I can't imagine the hand gestures that would be coming from the crowd.
I don't think that the Foci would rock up, to be honest.
Oh, they would. Come on
Oh,
now.
yeah, they would.
Come on now.
Psycho crosses line, P12 with a 131.2.
Alright, so Stars on that back straight. It's his chance now. Can he claim the top spot? Round turn 16. Keep it tidy. Get in the limits. Well done into the DRS. Does he beat the time? And he does. A 129.512. And that will be provisional pole. However, Sim Dogger. Oh, no. No, he doesn't have time. He comes in. Okay, so that is it. That will be pole. I don't think anyone else is out to set a lap. It looks like Surplus might be.
Yeah.
22 spun there on the side. So Surplus does improve a 130.59. Up in the 9th place there, and that means that everyone has now set a lap. We see Sim Dogger Fever in the pits, and there's L-Jam. That was a great drive from Stars. Put that Mercedes on pole.
Look at that. Pole time at 29.5, and look at the spread of that field. So tight.
29.6, 29.9. So that means from 1st to 7th, they're all within the 1 second, and then from 7th all the way down to 16th is within the 1 second spread as well. That is incredible. I always love watching Tier 2.
Yeah.
Because it really is anyone's game.
I think we're just waiting for a couple of the drivers to retire from the pit lane.
See them in the pits there, but yeah, it is just the guys in the pits, right? Nobody's actually out on track.
Yeah, no one's out on.
Fever and L-Jam waiting on. There we go. Alright, so that is qualifying over. Great drive there from Stars. Puts him on the top spot. I mean that Sim Dogger starts alongside there in second. Bieber, great drive, 129.9 in third. Artanis, 130. In fourth, Jacob Meister, Trin, fifth and sixth there with 130, 130.2 and a 130.4 respectively. Skins, Hobbsy, and Surplus, all with 130.5s, 5.3, 5.7, 5.9. And Pondon will round down that top 10 with a 130.7.
L-Jam in the prime seat in 11th, free choice of tyres.
Mm-hmm. Everyone there onwards. So I mean, I guess you'll probably see from 11th onwards all on medium or possibly hard tyre. The hard tyre did pay off really, really well for the tier 1 guys. We'll see how that goes. Rain 6. Tier 2 is underrated. Yes, it is definitely underrated. Definitely underrated. Well, I don't know if it's underrated. We all know that they're good. But I guess maybe from an outsiding perspective, they might think that. But yes, Tier 2 is definitely underrated. Great racing happens in Tier 2. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Waiting for everyone to connect.
So it's, I wouldn't say it's overcast, but it's pretty clear, like cloud.
Does seem like it should be good weather.
I didn't see if we got a weather report or not. Alrighty. It's showtime.
Mm-hmm. For everyone to connect, looks like. There we go. Let's visual. Let's set up screens. That ready to go. Right, so we can see the formation lap is underway. Stars leading the grid. 20 full grid. Tim Dogger in second, Fever in third, Artanis in fourth. As you can see, 11th down to 20th, medium or hard, except Keeper, who wants to break the mold. He'll start on the soft, and it looks like Saxer and Bully, contact between them. They will be disqualified from the formation lap, so old tyre starts for both of those guys. Unfortunate.
It's going to be extra worse for Bully as well, because he's on the hards.
He's on the hard compound.
They're going to be
They're
frozen.
going to be like rocks. It's essentially a Flintstones car now.
Yeah. Meanwhile, all the guys on the softs on this formation lap will be trying to go as delicately as possible to try and keep as much rubber on the tire as they can. But also, not let them cool down too much.
Yeah, see, that's a delicate balance, isn't it? You need to have temperature in the tire so it's sticky, but don't want to put too much pressure on the tire in case you wear out that rubber for the race. There's a predicted pit stop strategy from AWS: so 1 stop soft to hard, or a 2 stop with a soft medium, and then actually catch that last one. But I believe it would be a soft medium soft or a soft medium. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
You'd want to go soft medium hard. That's a bit stupid.
There aren't too many options for strategy around here.
No, Shanghai is a very fast circuit. Very hard on those tires, so medium and hard's obviously the optimum one. However, if you want to get a fast lap time in qualifying, you really do have to go on the soft tire. There's no two ways about it.
That's right. And the safety car can always mix things up.
Yes, and safety cars do seem to be more prone in Tier 2.
They get a lot of VSCs.
They do,
of
actually.
late.
To be fair, they do. That's right. We had, what was the race? Bahrain? Was it Bahrain?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got Tier 1 got all the full safety cars,
Yeah,
and Tier 2 got all the VSCs.
That's it, yeah.
Last
That's
couple of cars lining up now.
Okay. There we go. So now we wait. There are the red lights, but we know that they're unreliable. Okay. Go. Preparation. And everyone is off. A decent start there from Stars. He'll rocket off the line. Simdogger seems to be lagging a little bit behind. Feber might actually make the overtake now, as we see them all come through turn 1. Oh! 3 wides, 2 wides. Everybody's getting in on the action.
There was actually a point of 4 wide towards the back of the grid there, into turn 1.
Oh, I have to say, cleaner than Tier 1. All right, so Surplus. There we go, and AWS with yet another dive there from Surplus on the inside. Will he actually get past Pondon? Not quite. Pondon does keep out the position, but a great attempt nonetheless.
Bully's gone into the back of Zudix, I think it was.
Oh, do we have damage there?
Yeah, he's got damage.
Rough. Nut and Psycho trade places. Keeper and Zudix the same. Nice tight bunch. Oh, have a look at Smitty, though. Smitty decides, I don't want to be behind the mother team. I have something to prove, and there it is. So Newell gets pushed back. L-Jam now drag racing with him, but Smitty makes the profit there up into 11th. Hobbsy and Skins trading places as well. Oh, you can see the Renault pulling out there too. Here we go. Skins goes up on the inside of Hobbsy. Hobbsy goes a little bit too deep. Jacob wants to make a bit of gap
we
here
got
too.
contact at the back between a Red Bull and an Alpha.
Yep, I can see L-Jam there. No damage on the Alfa Romeo though. Oh, but he goes way wide. Can't manage to turn in through 16. That's rough. Let's jump on with Pondon here in 9th. Surplus. Close behind. Nice little train. You can see Hobbsy wanting that position back from Skins. Skins isn't having it at all. Nice train forming. Hobbsy. Tempting fate, braking later. Every corner. Trying to catch up this gap. So once he hits that straight, hopefully the draft will help him. Jacob Meister Pondon and Surplus there. Smitty as well, all caught up. There's 5 cars now.
Still very tight at the front with the top 3, but kind of evenly spaced out.
Oh, Smitty might be looking at an attempt here. He goes deep. But can he hold it up? Yes, he does. Well done. Gets past. Oh, actually, surplus. There, it's a drag race still. As Phoebus has a faster slap there. Nah, Smitty comes out on top. Not bad. So that is lap 3, which will mean DRS is now enabled. Surplus wants to get past that AlphaTauri. It is still incredibly close here. So from Hobbsy, or from Skins rather, all the way down. So from 6th to 11th. The Surplus takes a little bit of a bad exit there, so he's now dropped back. Also, let's not forget those top 3, all within 1 second of each other. Let's jump up with Simdogger actually. Have a look at his perspective. Is once they hit that back straight, it's gonna get pretty hot. Here we are on board with the Williams. Bieber up in a second. Star's still in the lead. All 3 on the soft tyre. Here we go. Now we're on the main straight. This is where DRS will come into its own. So you can see Star's trying to weave to reduce the effectiveness of the draft. Fever with the DRS. Indogger as well. But the gap is a little bit large for the Williams, so he won't catch up as quickly. Going to be some trading here between Pondon and some of the guys in front. Hobbsy just goes straight past Skins there. Skins getting caught in between a couple of them. Jacob Meister and Smitty are about to bully the paint off that McLaren. Actually, they're about to bully each other. Pondon decides to take the advantage as well. He overtakes both of them. Right up on the outside. What a drive. Oh, representing Renault in the best way possible. AlphaTauri fighting with each other, and Renault's like, oh, yep, well, you guys have fun.
Someone's got to represent Renault.
Oh my god, what a drive. So Pondon shoots up 2 positions there, essentially for free. Up into 8th. Well done, sir. Smitty the closest now.
Yeah, Smitty's right on his tail. Ooh, there's a bit of a moment.
Thank you for the follow, Kyrie. Much appreciated. Yeah, jumping on board with Jacob Meister. We'll watch the action from back here. So Smitty will be looking to try and jump on Pondon. Pondon, of course, outside that DRS range of Skins, so he won't have the boost. So Smitty will probably have fairly easy time getting past, but he has no ERS for that matter. Oh, Pondon does get the DRS though. Wow, managing to just squeeze it out before that detection line. Oh, Smitty goes hard. Smitty goes hard on the outside, but it's not going to pay off. Oh, it might though. Oh, Pondon not having a great exit there into turn 16. They're still side by side. Pondon gets forced a little bit off track. Oh, but look at this. The absolute instant response. It's only 4 laps away. The softs still have some give.
Yeah, they definitely won't be at their best though. We are starting to get to that kind of change over time with the mediums are quicker than the softs.
Oh, Smitty looking for the drag race. And into turn 6. Oh, he squeezes it out, I think. Smitty now in the lead. Oh, in 8th. I should say.
Well, he's the lead driver on mediums at the moment.
That is true. It looks like all the timings are broken, so we're going to have to wait for another lap. Good job there. So Pondon drops back 1. He'll probably have a better time, or an easier time, I should say, defending from Jacob Meister as they're both on the soft tyre. You can see on that track map, it's pretty even with those leaders. Fever is trying to get awfully close. I don't think he'll squeeze it out. Oh, maybe. Actually. Oh, on the inside! It's cost him! Fever couldn't hold the car around the corner. Simdog is now going to capitalise on this experience. He'll try and keep the outside line because it'll be easier coming onto the left. No, he switches back. Oh, but now he might have a trouble maintaining left. Oh, goes longer route, but he might have a better exit. So
Yeah, I
far,
think he's
so
got
good.
this one.
So far, so good. And Sim Dogger up in a second now. Great job. Right,
Midfield starting to spread out a little bit.
Yeah, we can see that. Saxa with the big gap there, a 1.5 second between him and Surplus. Looks like Zudik's caught out with a 4-second gap behind Nut. Nut trying to chase down his teammate right now.
Who are stuck behind Saxa at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Sax still trying to hold on to the back of Surplus, who's holding on to the back of Pondit.
Funny how that works. So Nut trying to keep this gap. Oh, I see we have a raid. Thank you, Luktra. Here we go on that back straight. Let's see where the speed comes into it. Newell. Wow, Saxa has absolutely disappeared there. What a gap.
He had a really good exit. He doesn't even have DRS. So
No,
he's
I'm
able to get on the
assuming-
power nice.
I'm assuming he would have saved DRS though. I think he would have seen the oncoming barrage and thought, let's play this smart. So we have 5 people, 6 people, 7
Oh,
into the pits now. As Trin decides to stay out, Smitty, Saxa, Newell, Nut, all of them on the mediums, no problem for them. And you can see now all the guys in the pits switching to those hard tyres. So this is where it starts to make a difference. Lap 7, all the soft tyre runners have to come in. Trin decides to stay out one more. Psycho as well, but he switched to the soft tyre because of damage. So he still has a couple of laps left in those.
well, Williams had to make a decision. They could only pick one driver because they were too close to each other.
Nice gaps forming here. As
Ooh,
Smitty
Smitty.
makes the overtake on Trin.
But has he gone too early? Because
Might
Trin
have.
can just sail right past.
He might have. Let's have a look. Here we go. Smitty does have some absolute bonkers speed though. But here comes the DRS line. And Trin has a lot of ERS up his sleeve. He's not even using it. DRS only. And you can see how much power that rear wing does have.
I think he's just coming into the pits this lap.
Actually, that's probably right. That would be why he wouldn't want to waste his ERS. Does he just go straight ahead? Yes, he does.
Saxa and Newell side by side.
Oh, well done there from Saxa.
Oh, no. He's having a look.
Newell is as well. Here we go. What's this attack going to look like? Newell goes up on the inside. Saxa holds out, knowing he'll have the left. Oh! But Newell didn't quite turn in as much. So Saxa loses out. Newell's in front, and Nut is trying to get past either of them for that. There we go. He takes the safer option. Backs off a little bit. Knows that there's more chances to come. Oh, now let's have a look at Skins here, who's trying to get past Hobbsy as Trin comes out of the pits. It's 12th place. Oh, dives on the inside.
Kept it clean.
Might not have the speed, though. Oh, I stand corrected. And the McLaren goes out wide. Oh, there's contact. Hobbsy's out. Oh, but he catches it quickly.
Good save there. Good save.
Let's have a look at that. There they are fighting. Great overtake, and then as they're coming in, he just goes a little bit bang, hits that front tyre, and Hobbsy slides out. Unfortunate, but that is racing sometimes. The Skins now profits from that into 13th, and Hobbsy drops down 1 as Jacob Meister managed to squeeze in there as well.
Well, the good thing for Hobbsy is that'll bring his tyres up to temperature.
Well, yes. All right, so LJ getting a 3-second time penalty there for going a little bit wide out of turn 16. Got a nice train forming. We've got Zudix leading, Stars, Simdogger, Fever, and LJam.
Stars on Zudix.
See it here from Fever's camera. Stars does make it. Zudix can't quite get around. Simdogger is going to make the attack as well. Oh my god, Zudix might just lose 3 places here. Fever's looking on the inside now as well, and he might just get it. Oh, locks up that tire, but he does get past. Oh, that is a shame for Zudix there, but there's nothing he really could have done. So he drops down 3 places. That is rough.
Well, yeah, he hasn't stopped on the mediums yet, so...
Ooh,
Hobbsy
has retired?
He's lost it. Bully's about to go past.
Yep, there he is on the side. Not
He
sure
went
what
into the
happened
wall
there.
on the left-hand side. He must have lost it on the exit and into the wall.
All right, so we are now down to 19 people.
The first casualty. Meanwhile, Newell, Nut, and Sax are all still together.
So Smitty has a 9.5 second lead at the moment. Must be pretty chuffed with that.
And you've got Stars and Simdogger and Fever who are closing in on this group on the mediums. And this may help Smitty immensely come the end of the race.
Lap 10 of 28. We've got 18 laps to go. Up there in the front. Let's jump on with Simdogger. The Stars won't have DRS. Here we go. Does he hit the overtake? No. Okay, biding his time. He was close there, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to make an attack. Nope. Stays in line.
Really, they should be recharging their ERS while they've got the chance, especially Fever, only on 15% at the moment.
Here come the 2 Red Bulls. Christian Horner must have a weird look in his face right now. As long as they don't repeat Baku.
Or Turkey.
Yes. Also relevant. So Nut and Neil still trading places side by side. It looks like there's no love lost. Okay. The real team has Max and Alex. Apparently here, Max and Max. Nut's still in the lead though. And all the while, Sax is profiting. He's just made up a gap from 0.8 down to 3.
And Smitty's out to 11.5 seconds.
Oh my god. Is Smitty the next Revo?
Oh, I'm predicting chaos down at this hairpin.
Well, let's have a look here now, because the hard runners have caught up. So Nut is now looking at a 5-car train behind him. I can't imagine. Nut has really bad luck.
Stars
most
have gone
times.
for it.
Most times. Stars goes deep, deep on the inside. Saxa with absolutely no choice. Now, this is going to pay dividends for Stars because it means that Simdogger is now held up by the Renault. So Stars can build up as much of a gap. You can see how far he's losing. Is Smitty now in the pits?
Oh, Simdogger, he's going for it up the inside.
Here we go, forcing Saxa to stay. Looks like he's going to make that work. Fever might just try to squeeze in there as well. Oh, who comes out on top here? It's going to be Simdogger, I think. Oh, there's contact there. They're still drag racing down. Oh, Simdogger still on the inside. He is
Fever
currently
just trying to get past, nowhere to go. It's blocked by cars.
nowhere to go at all. Fever was trying to see if he can squeeze past Saxa just a little bit, but it didn't happen. So Saxa now down into 5th. Stars has made his way up to 2nd place, and Simdogger still has a Red Bull in the way. So Stars needs to try and capitalize as much as he can now, and he'll probably iron out the gap here. And Smitty has now come into the pit, so he'll be looking to run to the end.
And he's right in between. He's getting past Combat at the moment. And Trent, 3 ways.
So Simdogger makes the move on the Red Bull. Oh, Stars is off! Oh my god, Stars is off the track!
Not leading this race.
That is a development. There it is, a Red Bull leading the race. Probably not for long, as Simdogger...
Followed by a Williams.
Oh, TAB is having a field day right now. So Simdogger chasing down Nut, Newell close behind, and Stars drops back to 5th place. Just see. So there you go there. So you can see, switch to Simdogger there. He makes the overtake on Newell, no problem. You get into that inside line, comes around the corner, and then Stars, nobody taps him. He just seems to lose a bit of traction. Lucky to keep it off the wall, though. Rejoins him 5th.
It is very easy to do that. Smitty did pit. He came out in traffic, and he was able to clear that traffic pretty quickly. So he's now got a gap of 4 seconds clear air in front of him.
So Fever manages to get past Saxa there in turn 12. Now he'll be trying to desperately catch up to Stars. Doesn't want to lose that gap.
Simdogger. Yeah, making the move on Nut there. I don't think they'll be too far away from pitting. And the Red Bulls, well, they're going to have to be chatting to each other because they can't double stack that close to each other. I think one peeled off.
Nut comes in. Hit the brakes. Hit the brakes for the love of God. All right. I've noticed that people are getting caught out by the pit lane. A lot.
Yeah.
Alright, so after a bit of a mishap, Stars is now back in 3rd and close to Newell. So he'll be fighting with Simdogger very, very shortly.
Yellow
Sector
flag.
one, yellow flag. Yeah, looks like one of the McLarens has gone
Combat.
off. Oh, Newell's trying to put up a fight, but Stars claims dominance. Now his focus will be to chase down the Williams. So we're lap 14 of 28, halfway mark, and we can see that the gaps have exploded. That midsection, almost everyone is 2 seconds away from each other. Surplus is the closest one there. It's tense. Stars is closing, but he's having to use all the ERS to do so, whereas Simdogger has some in the bank. Oh, thank you for the follow, Alex. Much appreciated.
Newell goes around again. I think Saxa's peeled off into the pits. Yes, he has. Fever, 10% battery. He's going to need to build that up if he's going to want to make progress once he gets past Newell.
Still doing a great job holding him. Have a look. Fever might try and go for a cheeky inside dive here. What do we think? Nope. That's safe.
You're doing a great job. Yeah.
Really is. Fever's using the ERS as he comes out of the corners, but Newell is placing his car exactly where it needs to be. Oh, but the exit now. Fever has a much better exit. Oh, actually, no. I think Newell's have some really smart ERS use here.
Yeah, well, Fever doesn't want to overtake for the DRS detection zone. He wants to get as close as he can coming around that sweeping right-hander for the DRS to pop open. I would say give it the beans, but there's only so much you can do with 4%.
Oh, Fever with a massive lock-up, though. Nah, he still stays ahead. Still can't quite place the power down, so Fever will stay.
Newell's staying out again. I think he's going to be losing too much time here, because if you look at the gap between Saxa and Nut, yeah, I don't know. Might be too much.
Skins picks up a 3-second time penalty. The warnings. Have a look at this. Not every day. McLaren passing the Mercedes on that back straight. Easy done. Made up in a 17th. Not a great race for Psycho. Got caught up in that mess. Start of the race.
Stars is, yeah, right on the gearbox of Simdogger.
L-Jam looking to overtake Bully here. Through 3. Giving a good gap to him, but Bully seems to be pulling away through the fast corners. It's interesting because those mediums are getting and stay on the track. He's Bully getting track limits. LGM almost punting the left. Fever picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. Have a look. Let's just jump up because I think Simdogger might getting an attack here.
I think Stars is just happy to sit behind him for the moment.
Yep, as LJ makes the move on Bully at the hairpin.
We've also got Smitty, who's closed up to Frankie Boy.
Smitty's strategy is also paying dividends on the fresher hard tyre. Now we'll see how much he can climb up. Still has a decent amount of laps to go. We are DRS zone. The Alpha. Stays on the left side. Done. Nice
Is he
turn.
close enough? Is he close enough to get DRS? I don't think so.
No. There's sector 3 yellow
Oh,
flag.
Newell has gone way off. And
Wait a
he is
minute.
stuck in the wall. He
Wait
is
a
stuck
minute.
in the wall.
That's the pit lane.
Yeah, he went off to pit and
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So Newell has gone off the track. He's also stuck in the wall, retired from the session, and caused the virtual safety car. All because he was trying to pit. Well, that's one. That's a
I
good
reckon Saxa was wishing he'd waited 2 more laps.
one.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Well, there goes the VSC. DRS has now been enabled again. Oh my god, that is a weird way to go.
He was doing so well.
Yes, he's doing
On
so
for
well.
a good result. But, yeah. It happens.
Right now, we will watch the front runners. Stars will be looking to try and overtake. He's got a lot of ERS there. Being clever. Don't think he'll... Oh, he's looking for it. Oh, realizes it's safer to stay in line. There's tons. There's 10 laps still to go. So Stars can bide his time. Simdogger has to know that he's doing this. And so he's got to make sure he has ERS in the bank for defense. In terms of tyre wear, they're on the exact same. So it will come down to who has that little bit extra power. Looking at these times, Skins is also in attack range to trend everyone else. These are massive gaps.
There's a couple of 1 second gaps, but I've got the feeling they might kind of come together towards the end of the race. Because the guys out the front have the oldest tyres.
Mm-hmm. Bieber desperately trying to catch up to that group. 1.7 seconds out. But he is catching, but...
Yeah, slowly. He's almost within DRS range now, half a second.
Well, have a look at this. Stars is needing to use the overtake to catch up. Simdogger obviously did as well. Bieber 2 seconds behind. Smitty 4 seconds behind him. Couple more gaps have closed up. Combat now in a chance. Nut as well.
Yeah, well, Nut does have a lot fresher hards than Pondant at the moment.
Combat Rat's looking to make that move. I think he's done it. Yep, goes up on the inside of the hairpin. Vidix will try and launch away, but it's not going to happen. Combat with those fresher mediums. Oh, that's very far in. Would have got a warning for that for sure. Nut now trying to catch Pondant. Got a sector 3 yellow flag, it looks like.
Bully. I think he lost it at the hairpin. Lap 20 of 28 now.
Pondon's doing a great job of defending here from Nut. Pondon trying to hold on to that point.
Well, Fever starting to drop off now. 2.5 seconds.
Dogger still leading this race. Nice gap between himself and Stars.
I think Nut's going to have a go at Pondon here, potentially. Yeah, he's having a go.
Pondon moves over to the inside. Oh, okay, all right, Nut, he wants the inside. Here we go. Oh, Pondon having to really lock up to keep. Nut will make the position. Now we'll see if
Yeah.
Nut can hold on to that 10th place.
Skin's still kind of just hanging behind Trin at the moment. Combat might be one to watch, or maybe pretty late in the race for him to make up too many places, but on relatively fresh mediums, might get a couple of places back.
We're on board with Psycho here, 16th place. Looking to try and jump Zudix. We have a look at position changes. Smitty profiting immensely, 11 spots gained.
Wowee.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Goes closing, but I don't think we'll be able to make the attack. Quite. Yeah, Roka, I agree. The chopper cam is the best. I wish that I could just control the camera that they use. If I could just manually control it, it'd be great. But all I've got is the onboards. So
Funny you say that. I think Formula One put up a post on Facebook or Twitter, and they had the camera guy that flicks the camera as they go through a rouge, and man, he has to move that thing so fast. It's
Yeah,
great
man.
to watch.
yeah, man.
And the fact that they time it so that like the car's in the shot the whole time, credit to them.
And if you want to work that high in the, you want to work at that level of motorsport, you have to
Yeah.
be American. You know what I feel bad for? I feel bad for the guy who has to sit in like the cherry picker that's completely fully
Oh.
extended the whole race.
Yeah. No shade.
Yeah, like
Can't
Bahrain.
stretch your legs.
Like Bahrain's not too bad because it's at night, but my god, too bad if you had to pee.
Yeah, I think they mentioned that at the Spanish Grand Prix. There was a guy at turn 1 just stuck up there. And This
Yeah.
is in the race where Bottas was complaining about the temperature.
Well, to be fair, he has a black race suit in a black car. I mean,
Wonder if that has anything to do with their overheating issues.
would that not be the funniest thing ever? Like, we're going to paint our cars black, you know, end racism, all that, no worries. And then all of a sudden, overheating issues. But you can't, obviously, you're not going to strip your paint back midway through the season, are you? Because that's going to look weird. So they're just like,
Just go back to silver.
So Stars, it's this is an interesting development. So we're lap 23 of 28, and Stars is having to use his overtake well, his DRSs, but all he can ever do is catch up. He has never been in a position yet where he can attack, and the window is closing. Now I know that doing it at lap 23 is probably not the best idea. You want to try and get it maybe.
Oh! Sim Dogger, 3-second time penalty.
Okay. Well, now it doesn't look so silly.
I mean, he doesn't need to do anything.
No,
But-
unless he gets a 3-second time penalty, then the game's
I mean,
back on.
you always want to finish ahead on track.
Right.
But, in theory, he just needs to stay right there. I wonder if FIBA finds out, Simdogger might be in real trouble.
Here we go. So Pondent trying to catch Nut. Wants that point. Nut doing well to defend. He's also on the fresh tyres. We have it looks like Psycho has crashed on the hairpin. Turn 15. Back on now. London will want this last point. Nut won't want to give it to him. I do have to mention, though, that Stars is starting to get past that 1 second mark.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, look, he's back. He's back in within range already. I think things will start getting spicy at lap 26.
Simdog has turned it on. he's realized the 3 seconds going to hurt him, and he just set the fastest lap there. Simdog has absolutely turned it on. So, I mean, getting a 3 second gap is going to be pretty difficult, so I don't think it's going to happen, but...
Well, he's trying to protect second because
Yeah, that's
FIBA
right.
so close. Because, yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to drop Stars in a hurry. If he hasn't done it, you know, after 17 laps.
So the closest battle is for the lead. Everyone else past that 1 second mark.
Oh, he's dropping out a little bit.
Yeah, that Simdog is turning it on. So if we jump back, the Simdog has a lot more ERS. And it looks like he's using it. He's just squeezing it to get more exit speed. Yeah, see? There he goes. He turns it right at the end and then clicks it off. I'm onto it.
Meanwhile, Stars now down to 5%.
Stars is having to work pretty hard to get... This is where cracks form. This is where lapses in focus can really determine races. Oh, Stars is cutting. Stars is really, really far inside on that corner. If he keeps that up, he will probably end up getting a penalty himself. Bully with 3 second time penalty there at the back. Oh, Jacob Meister's now in attack range.
Stars is on 2 warnings at the moment.
Oh, This might be it, eh? It's gonna be nuts. If he gets a 3 second time penalty, the race is back on. Oh no, Jacob! A bit unfortunate. And Surplus gets past.
Oh,
No!
Well, good save there by Surplus to keep it straight.
Oh, Jesus, let's have a...
I don't think Jacob got any damage from that somehow.
No, he didn't. So, here you go, Jacob Meister coming up on the inside. Lining up behind Skins, and then just puts the power on a bit too early. Yep, loses the front end, catches it. Lucky for him. Back up in a sec. Oh, Simdogger. That was close.
Lap 27. It's crunch time now.
Oh,
Smitty.
Smitty gets a 3 second time penalty, but just before that warning came up, Bully ended up taking the fastest lap. So no extra point for anyone. As of now. Okay. We are now down to the final set of laps here. So Stars has to keep it clean for a lap and a half. And he will take this win.
Oh, it's tight. It is very tight.
It's going to be a close one. It will... Just has to keep it on track. Takes the win. The blue flag at the back there is Deepa's trying to get past one of the back markers. Actually, Deepa's trying to get past his teammate. Just realised that. Okay, so there goes the overtake button. Stars is having to use all the ERS available. You know. Okay. So this is the danger zone. All Stars has
Keeper.
to keeper. Blistering lap there, 132.9. All Stars has to do is stay on track. Safe. Well done. All right. It is now the last lap. Sim Dogger with a 3-second time penalty. So Stars will take the win by default as long as he maintains the gap. All he has to do is, 1, not get another warning. That'll cause a 3-second time penalty. Or 2, bin the car. If he does either of those two things, he will win.
They've also pulled a 5-second gap to FIBA now in third. So at the moment, Simdogger does have second place in the bag.
Look at that. Stars out to the 1-second mark. Simdogger is trying to squeeze every bit of performance out of the car. Stars is desperately trying to stay within range, but as it stands, he's not in DRS detection zone, and he has no ERS. Simdogger's low as well, so right now Stars is still in winning territory. He's got nothing left in the tank. Simdogger's desperately trying to get past. This combat rat gets a 3-second time penalty. So unless Simdogger can find 2 miraculous seconds in the last part, Stars takes the win here. Oh, it's an excellent drive from Simdogger, but it's not going to be enough. There it is, crosses the line, but Stars will jump him.
You got Nut and Jacob Meister going to have a battle.
So FIBA, Smitty might just take third here, and he does. FIBA picked up a 3-second time penalty on that last corner, and Smitty takes third. Have a go at that. There comes Trent. He'll take that. Now I'm just going to jump back down here. There's Nuts closing in. Nope. He won't take that. He'll pass. Ooh. All right. That's a development. So Smitty actually makes it onto the podium. Great drive. I feel bad for Simdogger. I really do. But gotta keep it clean.
That's it.
Can't just be cutting corners, so that's a rough one. Stars takes the win. Simdogger in second, and Smitty, the valiant drive. Unfortunate for FIBA, but see Psycho come across the line, and Combat Rat now around turn 16. Unfortunate race for him, but he'll come across in 16th place. Now, I believe it's Keeper. It's just coming around that final corner now.
With the fastest lap.
The fastest lap, and I mean, not something you'd think you'd hear from Ferrari at the moment, but
Well, it's just a blast back to when Honda McLaren got fastest lap at Monza.
that's it. Driver of the day is Smitty, and I think we can all agree it is definitely well deserved.
Yeah.
There is Stars, is well deserved first place. It was a great battle, but unfortunately Simdogger just went a little bit too wide. Picked up that 3-second. And it was touch and go because Stars also had 2 warnings. So it could have gone anyway, but he managed to keep it clean. So well done to you. Simdogger, I mean, second's not bad either, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And Smitty there in third. So interesting development there for tier 2. There you go, 3 seconds from Simdogger and Smitty. FIBA with 6. Tanis comes there in 5th. Trin 6th. Skins in 7th. Good job there for McLaren. Surplus with 8th, Jacob Meister with 9th, and Nut squeezes out Pondon to take 10th place. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That is us done for tonight. But do not fret, we will be back next Friday and Sunday with the races as well. So I've been Kunai Zero, this has been Banned, and we'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye for now.
See you later.
been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.